Hi, this is John Fallows, V6EY, with a video about using the SDR Console Server to listen to your software-defined radio from anywhere in your house or on the internet. And it's actually really simple to do. So if you've never experimented with SDR Console Server, I really suggest you do. One note though, right now the SDR Console Server is only available in version 2 of the product. So if you're using the version 3 preview edition, you won't be able to, at this point, use the server until it's incorporated into the final version of version 3. So right now we're listening to 11.735 megahertz on my computer hooked up to the Perseus receiver. And right now this is a direct connection between the computer and the receiver. I'm going to turn this off, and we'll activate the server and see how that works. So the server gets installed when you install the SDR console, and it uses the same receivers that you may have got set up already on your computer. I'll just shrink this, and so to start the server, once it's running, it runs as a service on your computer. You just press the start button. And now this computer is serving whatever receivers I have hooked up to the SDR console are being made available on my local network. And you can check all this out. We can see there's the two radios that are hooked up to the server, the SDR Play and the Perseus. And what you have to do is to set up an account. So if you want to be able to access your SDR server, then you need to set up an account with a name and a password. And once you've got that set up, that's really all you need to make the connection. Now, the server gives you a number of choices. It defaults to using TCP port 7999. And if you want to make sure that port can get through your firewall, you can just add the port to the firewall using the SDR server itself. There's a number of presets for bandwidth. It knows whether you're connecting on the internet or on a local area network, and it adjusts what it's sending accordingly. Now, the way the SDR server works is it actually splits the work between the server and the client. On the server side, it does the decoding of the software-defined radio signal, and then it just sends audio and display data to your client. And the audio is done by a codec. We'll come more and talk about that later. So now that I've got the server running, I'm going to start SDR Console with a remote connection. And I have plugged in... well, no, actually, this is my public IP address. I'm going to take that down and just put in the local host or the local address and the port number, password, and username, and then I just press connect. Now, I'm running this both on the same machine right now, but this could be any computer in your local area network. And there you are. We've connected to the radio remotely using client server, and the data and audio is streaming from the server to the client. And the codec is set up, the bandwidth is set up, it's sending a fair amount of data, and you can actually check your on-air history. So this is how you connect within your local area network. Now there's another feature. If you want to connect to your receiver from anywhere in the world, you can use a feature built into the SDR server, and that's on air on the network. And if you click the Enable Updates, you can basically tell the SDR Space.com website that your receiver is available. And you can give a default password if you want anybody to be able to use it. If you just want to restrict it to your own personal use, you leave that clear. And then you put in the name of your station, any other information you might want to put in. And every 5 seconds, the server contacts sdrspace.com and tells it, I'm here and I'm available to be used. So then on your computer, you do the remote connection again, but you press the button that says Browse Web. And it will give you a list of all the people who have posted their SDR radio servers to this website. And some of them you can connect to because they provide passwords. Some you can't connect to because they don't provide passwords. But I just need to look for mine, B6EY. There it is right here. And if I select that, I'm now connecting over the internet from anywhere in the world directly to my shack here. And I need to put in my username and password. And once I do that, there we go. It's connected over the internet back to my shack here. And I'm now running that same Perseus remotely from anywhere in the world. So once again, to summarize, if you have SDR Console version 2, you can set it up to serve your receivers either to anywhere in the world or locally over your network. You just run this on your computer that's connected to the radios, and then you can use any other computer to connect over SDR Console version 2. Now, the one thing you have to remember is if you're connecting from outside of your local area network, you have to set up port forwarding. And what port forwarding does is it basically just passes along the port 7999 through your router to the computer that is hosting this software. So you do need port forwarding if you're connecting from outside your local area network. Otherwise, it just works fine without that. So there you go. Nice and simple. If you haven't played around with remote operation of your software-defined radios, it's quite simple to do using SDR Console Server version 2. Thanks a lot. This is John, B6EY, making it up.
وبكده يا اما تسيب الشغل وتختار المرتب اللي انت محتاجه، او ما تقدريش تنفذي تهديدك.